Marriage is strictly for this, to grow together. Whatever aspect that look like. And so many people think you're supposed to go in marriage as a finished product. Whereas when if you go into marriage as thinking that you're going to be with somebody and build with somebody and grow with somebody, that is what the beautiful aspect of marriage. It's like me, it's like getting with somebody. I'm like, yeah, baby, I remember when you made $10,000 and I seen you working, now I see you make $100,000. It was beautiful for me. It was beautiful to see that grind. It's beautiful for me to help you. Like, people want to go and marriage and think you're supposed to be this finished product.
Yeah, you're
this
not.
polished product, and you're not, because life is ever changing, life is ever growing, life is throwing you so many curveballs that you have to deal with them. And you to think that you're going to be a finished product in a marriage or going into a marriage is crazy. And that's why so many people has a skewed mindset, even when it comes to marriage. Like, baby, I seen when we had children, you were slacking at this aspect, but a couple years and getting your training wheels off your bike. Now I see that you are actually pretty good at being a parent. I understand that, how maybe, you might not want to get pregnant this time. You might have been working on getting this type of promotion, but baby, you've end up, becoming good, learned how to work your work life, husband, wife, children balance. That's all been worked together. And I've fallen in love with you more because I've seen you grow. I've seen us build. I've seen us get this beautiful house we put on the wall. This is our dream house, $700,000 house, and we worked together. We put our heads together, came up with this elaborate scheme and what we was going to do in 5 years. We're going to do this. We're going to budget X, Y, and Z, and we did it. And now we got this money. But everybody always talk about, well, I don't want to do that because I'm young and I want to ride the car carousel and I want to fuck all these niggas, or I don't really know who I am, or I want to get my career established. It's like it's so many prerequisites to get married, and marriage really is some young people shit. It's just some young dumb shit you just supposed to do. I like your ass, you like me. Let's do this shit and see what the fuck can happen. That's really what it is. That's how it's supposed to be. And we waiting so long, and then people be like, don't you want to marry for love? Bitch, I'm 35. The fuck I'm finna marry? I'm 35, bitch. Why the fuck would I be married for love at 35? Bitch, we need to be talking about Roth IRAs, retirements, 401ks. Well, if we have kids, we can leave our kids. We ain't got time to fall in love at this point in time. Bitch, we on the opposite side of marriage.
It's a business. I'm so glad you said that, because that love is
no. Marriage becomes a business when you get older. Marriage when you young is some young dumb shit in society, in today's society. When you take out arranged marriages, when you take out families having this type of money, when you take out the females' families don't even pay no more. Don't even pay for marriages, the weddings anymore. We're past all of that traditional shit, because you got to think about this. One of the reasons, and I watched this, I'm gonna shout him out, Caleb Hammer. I watched this financial audit when he interviewed these couples and about getting them a budget and getting their money together. One of the main things all these couples do is go spend $30,000, $40,000, $50,000 to get married on a wedding. You coming into a marriage already behind the 8 ball with $30,000 to $50,000 just on a marriage. We ain't talking about your student loans. We ain't talking about you buying a house. We ain't talking about your car note, her car note. We ain't talking about all of this other debt that you have. And you mean to tell, and you wonder why they say on the top of the list, finances is the number one thing, because both y'all dumb asses that went into this wedding, they went into this marriage with all of this debt because y'all wanted to get married. And typically it's the woman putting the pressure on the man. So that's what I'm saying. Marriage, if we talking about traditional shit, the woman's family is supposed to pay for the wedding. That's what she's supposed to do. That family. And the reason they supposed to pay for that, so we don't go into our marriage with all of this debt hanging over our head. It's people that I know that's paying on a wedding 10 years down the line. That is crazy as fuck to be paying on some 10 years ago. And you still paying, like I said, your student loans, his student loans, that car note, your car note, all of this shit that y'all have to mesh together to be cohesive in this household.
They paying for that receipt.
Get some of them comments.
That's what they paying for.
The few comments that we got, I think I looked at them.
Yeah.
Are you looking at them?
It say people seek what they know. Sometimes it's based off TV, movies, direct relationships with parents.
That's my sister.
What's up, Chad?
What's happening?
Hard, and this one says that when we already talked about that one.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like I said, right now, when you owe if you're gonna get married, if you 30 plus, it should be logical.
Yeah.
And people don't understand is marriage is cannot. I don't think marriage can be in the middle. Like you either get married over some young delusional shit, or you get married on some logical, practical shit. This shit just works for me. It can't be in the middle where you kind of dumb and you kind of trying. I don't think it works like that.
No.
I don't think it just could be in the middle. You got to be extreme on one end to do it, or you extreme on the other end to do it. And like I said, if you meet somebody, I'm an older woman. Hey, nigga, I got this. What do you have? Can we put this together? Can we have kids? Can we give like our kids some shit? Can I live comfortable with you when I'm 60 fucking 5? You know what I'm saying? Like those are the conversations you have when you're 35. You ain't got to but 30 something years. Like people think that's a long time. You only have 30 something years to put yourself in a position to be able to retire.
Mm-hmm.
I got a question.
Go ahead.
To give the people some information. If they come from a background, their parents ain't right on the relationship tip, the house is broken, they don't really ain't no love. Who would they look for to get some game and insight on either their relationship, themselves, how to pick a mate, how to get in that position of getting a healthy relationship? Who they gonna go to?
Media. Social media.
I'm saying this is something you advise.
No, hell no. Oh, so you're asking us
who?
who?
I'm like, who? What's a good suggestion for them to look to if they don't have no good examples?
I would say, if it was me, I would say look for a couple that's about to die.
Yeah,
because you run the risk. It's less risk of them divorcing. So
how you get access to it? Could be like, damn, they finna die. Let me go holler.
Church.
Yeah.
Church is a good place. Like people like to talk shit about church, but you're probably going to see more married people and more couples in church more so than any other place.
Facts.
Right. So I would say you should go to church. They got small groups of church. They got, singles ministries in some of these church. They got marriage ministries in some of these church. So I would say go to church, even if you don't technically actually believe in the doctrine. If you're just trying to find somebody that wants to get married, or you can get some people that has some type of advice, been through some type of adversity, I would just tell you to go to church. You join these small groups, join something like that. And then, like I said, you got Facebook, you got Instagram, you got a lot of these groups that, you could find somebody like that. You know what I'm saying? They can give you some wisdom. You can sit back and look at what they post and how they interact with each other enough to see, oh, she posts him like this. Every time I see them, she's smiling, or they doing this. Or then, like I said, you can reach out, because I feel like, from my experience, a lot of married people want to see other people happily married. If they're happily married, they want to see and want people to embrace marriage the way they have. If they're happily married, you know what I'm saying? So it's like when you reach out to them, I don't think people are trying to hold information back from you or the shit they go through. And another thing is, if you're asking them questions, if they're not forthcoming with the bullshit they've been through, they ain't like, oh yeah, that nigga cheated on me, we got through this, or hey, we had this financial trouble, or we had a kid die that was hard on us, or they not telling you the real hard shit they went through. That's not the people you should be talking to. That's what I would say. Which I would say.
To add on to that, I would also say, talk to somebody in the nursing home.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Talk to them too, because kind of to your point, I was saying they almost out the door anyway. You feel what I'm saying? And a lot of times, those individuals, because they're at the end of their life, they're at the end of their road, they have a lot of reflection.
Mm-hmm.
So when you talk about someone our age that we're kind of in the middle of the road, they can kind of look at us and be like, man, I mean, when I was in my 30s, I didn't think I would ever get to this point in my life. And, they start talking about their experiences, things they did, things they didn't do, really more so regret. And I think, from there, it's kind of like, borrow sense. I ain't got to necessarily go through it, because shoot, it's already been someone who's going through that for me. To share that with me. So I would definitely say, to add on to the church, to talk to someone that, perhaps is in a nursing home.
Christian, what you say?
I say talk to your older relatives. I talk to you a lot, and I talk to my dad a lot. And I feel like I get a lot of good advice, because of the simple fact, when we're talking and they bring up scenarios and situations, things like that, and I end up running into those situations, it always turns out how they basically predicted it was going to turn out. So if my dad is say, hey, she gonna do this, because I know what type of girl she is, And I go get with her, and she end up doing what my dad say do, and he end up coming back telling me, "I told you she was gonna do that."
Yeah.
So what I'm trying to get, I get a little good. I'll get a lot of good advice from my older relatives because simple fact, we share a bond just from being relatives.
Yeah.
Like I always say I'm a younger version of my dad. I always say that because me and him just alike.
Yeah.
So whatever he's 60. I ain't number 30. So he live an extra 30 years than whatever. So he already know what's going on. No matter how much time to change and everything and all that good stuff, things men and women gonna do out of nature has always already been done. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like,
ain't nothing new under the sun.
Ain't nothing new, especially when it comes to nature. Ain't nothing new. Y'all always been having menstrual cycles. You know what I'm saying? Niggas' penis has always been getting hard. That ain't nothing new.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm just being real, goddamn.
Yeah.
Niggas always, you know what I'm saying?
That's
So
right. That's right.
I mean, like I said, talk to those, even if for women, talk to your auntie. She might not got a man, goddamn, but she could tell you why she ain't got a man, and you could probably avoid those obstacles that she put herself through. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it all depends on how you interpret it as well. But you know what I'm saying? But I say you get a lot of good advice from your older relatives because of some fact y'all share a family bond.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Y'all are bonded in some type of way down the line to the point where y'all got something alike about each other.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I know I got a trait from my auntie. I might not see her every day or nothing like that, but I know she could tell me something that I listen to that'll be good advice because I'm pretty sure me and her share a trait.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's all I got to say about that.
Alex, what you say?
Yes, it is wise and smart to seek counsel from people who are older than you. Because the people your age, they can lead you to bullshit. And so some of them can.
Yeah.
And so that's why it is. I feel like it's best to have someone who's been in the game long enough, married or not, to at least, give a listening ear, a talking ear to what they have experienced.
And I want to kind of give like a expansion on, like I said, me and Chris talk all the time. You know what I'm saying? And here, light skin running our family. So of course I'm gonna listen to him, his dad, and my dad. You know what I'm saying? Cause shit, have all the light skin. We know what light skins deal with. So they not already deal with the light skin shit. Goddamn, they just tell me what my light skin ain't gonna deal with. Like, hey, nigga, you light skin, pretty motherfucker, goddamn. So you gonna deal with this? Cause I dealt with it. Cause I'm a light skin, pretty motherfucker, and I gave that trait to you. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I feel like a lot of good advice comes from older relatives.
Yeah, I got you.
But I also add this too. Like whoever we seek out, this advisement from, they have to be honest with us. I think I told you this. One of my biggest gripes with married people is that when it comes to the subject of marriage, it's like they only try to tell you the good shit. You feel what I'm saying? They never want to tell you the whole picture. So that's why a lot of times, when you talk about your friends who got divorced early and, got married 3 times, shoot, they probably had that happen to them because their parents only told them just the sunny side of marriage. They didn't tell them about the gloomy, the the dark times, you feel what I'm saying? The moments where you kind of questioning whether or not you made the right decision. And I think if more people had conversations like that where they said, hey, like, marriage is gonna be it could be one of the most, it could be very difficult at times, but if you understand your why, it could be one of the most beautiful things you ever embark on. But you have to understand that it's not going to always be picture perfect, you know what I'm saying? But as long as you're willing to work through it, you can get through it, but that's always been my biggest gripe of married couples not being like just 100% raw and real about what all comes with marriage.
They say they say the most beautiful thing about marriage is getting over the ugly things about marriage. I hear that a lot.
Yeah, overcoming, like I said, overcoming and building is the part that I think makes you be like, okay, this person got my back, or okay, we did that together. That's part of, you know, growing. You know what I'm saying? Like that's part of like even life, your growing pains when you know your bones ache and stuff like that. You got to grow up, then you become this big, strong person or a man or woman and stuff like that. So, like I said, I think all of that is very, very, very important to do and go through. When it comes to marriage, who is Nate Walker?
Her name is say, "Hey, girl." I work with her. She's
Oh,
lovely.
what's up? What's up? What's her name?
Insane.